stripping off that stuff in order for us to have meaning relationships and to be pleasing to God. And what does it say, ma'am? Keep reading.
Put on your new nature.
Okay, I've taken off that. Now it's time for me to put on something new. I'm getting rid of the old, bringing in the new. This new nature. This new nature is the nature of Christ. Come on, keep reading, ma'am.
Put on your new nature and be renewed as you learn to know your Creator and become like Him.
All right. To be more and more like our Creator every single day. I die daily, but the more of me that dies in my flesh, the greater opportunity for Christ to be revealed in my life. All right, one last thing that I want to take a look at is the fact that if you want to look at God's purpose being fulfilled in your life, you're going to see that quite a bit in the scriptures. There's a one plus another commandment. And hence the topic that we have today. He just does not looking to use one in order to get it done. He wants to take you plus another. Because there's such a power in plurality. When we come together, we find a greater strength. When you come together, you find a greater awareness. If you look in Psalm 133, the Bible says, behold, how good and pleasant for brethren and sisters to dwell together in unity.
Yes.
It's like the ointment that flowed down from Aaron's beard into the skirt of his garments. It says that's where God commands the blessing, where there's unity and not division. One plus another.
Yes.
Not one without the other, but one plus another. All right, you're going to see the scriptures referenced down here. But we've got to love one another. John 15, 12 through 17.
Yes.
We've got to prefer one another. Look at that, Romans 12 and 10. What does that say? Romans 12 and 10.
It says, it reads, be devoted to one another. And
be devoted. Be committed. I don't care how you act. I don't care what you do. I'm committed to praying for you that God will see you through.
Yes.
Come on, keep reading.
It says, be devoted to one another in brotherly love. Honor one another above yourselves.
Okay. So sometimes I'm going to have to learn how to give you greater honor than myself. And in myself, I'm going to just be real with you. Each and every one of us, we make allowances for our own faults. We know we're imperfect. We know we've got issues.
Yes.
But we love ourselves to the degree that we're able to forgive ourselves. And the same way we forgive ourselves,
yes,
it's the same way that God has forgiven us. It's the same way we should forgive others. I know he's taken my sins and he's put them far as the east is from the west and put them in the sea of forgiveness. And then nobody can go fishing in that sea. Because God has forgiven me. But we've got to learn how to forgive others and commit to praying for them. We got to commit. That means that we're not going to quit. So we got to prefer one another. Receive one another. We'll do a couple of these. Romans 5, 15, and 7. What does that say, man? Romans 15 and 7. Receive one another.
It reads, accept one another, then just as Christ accepted you in order to bring praise to God.
All right, read it one more time for me.
Accept one another, then just as Christ accepted you in order to bring praise to God. Okay,
all right. Accepting and not rejecting means receiving. Admonish one another. You're right there in Romans 15. Skip down to 14 for me. What does it say?
It reads, I myself am convinced, my brothers, that you yourselves are full of goodness, complete in knowledge, and competent to instruct one another.
There's some goodness in you. There's something that God wants you to do.
Yes.
And right now you may be a little discombobulated, but God can bring order to your disorder and calm to your chaos.
Yes.
Come on, keep reading for me. Romans 15 and 14. What does it say?
It reads again, I myself am convinced, my brothers, that you yourselves are full of goodness, complete in knowledge, and competent to instruct one another. I have written you quite boldly on some points as if to remind you of them again, because of the grace God gave me. Okay.
Serve one another. Galatians 5 and 13. Forgive one another. Ephesians 4 and 32. Forbear or be patient with one another. Ephesians 4 and 2. Comfort one another. 1 Thessalonians 4 and 18. Edify one another. 1 Thessalonians 5:11. Get that for me. And if we're edifying one another, that means that we're building each other up instead of tearing each other down.
Yes.
We're erecting or constructing the building instead of destroying the building. What does it say, ma'am?
It reads, therefore, encourage one another and build each other up, just as in...
Build each other up and don't tear each other down.
Yes.
What does it say?
It says, therefore, encourage one another and build each other up, just as, in fact, you are doing.
Yes, keep reading.
Now we ask you, brothers, to respect those who work hard among you.
All right. All right. If you want respect, you've got to learn how to give some respect. And lastly, exhorting one another. Hebrews 10 and 25. 10 and 25 is an admonition for us. And one of the reasons why we're gathered right here today, because it's exhorting one another.
Wow.
And what does it say, man?
It reads, let us not give up meeting together.
Listen! Don't you give up meeting with other Christians. Don't stop going to church. Don't stop learning the Word. Don't do it. Come on, what does it say, ma'am?
Again, it reads, let us not give up meeting together as some are in the habit of...
Some people are just giving up, throwing in the towel, quitting, but God says, don't do it. Don't do it. Come on, keep reading.
But let us encourage one another.
Keep encouraging one another. Keep motivating one another. Keep speaking words of life in relationships. Keep saying, you're not going to die, but you'll live. Keep speaking. Keep speaking. Speak words of life and change and hope. So don't stop meeting together. Don't stop encouraging one another. Because this is going to motivate us to something. The world is motivated to do a lot of things, but God wants to motivate us. Come on, read it.
reads, but let us encourage one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching.
Yes?
If we deliberately keep on sinning after we have received the knowledge of the truth, no sacrifice for sin is left.
Okay, go back to the beginning of the 25th verse and read that for me again.
It reads, let us not give up meeting together,
Yes.
as some are in the habit of doing.
Yes.
But let us encourage one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching.
All right. That's going to help us to get through the day. It's going to help us to have some motivation. Relationships are critical to our success.
Yes.
If we look at the very nature of God, within himself we see three distinctions. We see relationship demonstrated. Relationship was demonstrated by Jesus. But relationships are not without conflict. If you look at his relationship with the 12, there was one that denied him, one that betrayed him, and the rest deserted him. There's going to be turmoil in relationships. But in those relationships, God has given us the weapon of his love. And that love helps us to endure while we pray for that other person to become pure. In the relationship that we have, there is going to be conflict. Don't be shy. But be of good cheer, because you're overcomer. You are a victor and not a victim. I'll leave you with this last thought. One plus another means I can find God's purpose in my brethren.
Hey.
In Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name.
Amen. Come to Jesus. Come to Jesus.